Hey, it's Steve Barcelo, Cryptozoology Paranormal Museum. Haven't done a video in a while. As you guys know, I've been kind of down and out. If you want to lose weight, great way to do it, get a tick bite. Rocky Mountain spotted fever seems to be all the new craze in losing weight now. I want to talk to you about a few little things. One of the things I want to get into is some of the equipment we've been messing with. These are one of the new scopes we've been using. George picked up on the first one. He spent a little money on a little fancier one. This is the base model, which is the AGM Global Vision TM160, and I bought it on Amazon. You can see that there for the huge price of $359. I love these things. They work well. I was kind of skeptical at first. Now here's the Scout. You can see very similar. It's a little bit bigger than the FLIR Scout. Now, I paid just under $6 for this. You have a hard time getting these for about $6 now. The price of everything going up. So this is a great deal. Now, yeah, believe it or not, this is a little bit better quality than this one. I'm not saying build-wise, although it might be. Time will tell on that. But it's actually got a slightly better resolution. Half the price, basically, not quite, damn near. The benefit of this is you can see I have it mounted, has a tripod mount on it, so you can mount it to things. That's something FLIR definitely has to do. My biggest downfall on the FLIRs is I hate Windows 10. I'm forever having problems downloading images. Especially when you're out in the field, you've got something. We've got some killer stuff out there doing investigations, and then running back, trying to get it onto a laptop and going, what do I have? Zooming in, trying to crop in. And the resolution is not great. Now the better ones that you can get for like $1,200, and you can go up, you can go through the roof of these just like you can with the FLIRs. But the best part about these units is they actually talk to you. Like my phone will be mounted here, or my tablet. I'm using my phone to record. But it will actually talk via Wi-Fi to your phone or your tablet. So in real time you can get it. So in this frame here actually has a button. So with my phone mounted here, I could be out there, instead of having to walk around like this the whole time, but you still got that option. I mean, you can still carry another. I can walk around like this and look at it on the screen here. And then as I see things, push this button here and take photos. Instantly download it to the phone so I can manage it right away. I can literally zoom in and zoom out and see what I've got, send it, if I've got any kind of connection out in the woods, to somebody else. But it's kind of crazy. Now these little stands, and once again, Amazon. I've got one similar to this I bought years back. This is a little fancy with a side mount on it. It comes with all these different brackets. Now these I've added on, so I can actually put a GoPro up here. You can mount lights onto the side. It's got a 1/4-20 mount on the bottom, so you can put this on a tripod. Or I'd probably use a monopod just to stabilize it, make it a little easier to walk with. Especially one that has like a little foot at the bottom, like a little tripod mount. But like $18, really inexpensive. Little adapters or things you probably have floating around, but you can get those cheap. But for a lot less money than the FLIR, which they're gonna have to step up the game, you can get yourself a much better system and get a lot more technology out there. Now we've been using the FLIRs. I've had the Scout for quite a while, and don't get me wrong. It hasn't done me bad. It's worked well. It's my first unit I ever got, and it's the first one that was reasonably priced. That you can get anything under $1,000, and it still works. I think my battery's starting to go. I'll probably send it into them. Like I said, my biggest issue with that, before I realized that you could talk wirelessly to units, there is basically. I would guess the biggest problem is just the fact it doesn't like talking to Windows 10 or Windows itself. I've had issues downloading things. I had one laptop that loved, that died. As soon as that died, I went through multiple, even a brand new laptop, upgrading the BIOS. And, George is an IT guy, talking to him, saying, I got to do this, I got to do that, and just, eventually had to go through the HP. Even went through the HP drivers, shutting it down, reboot, and eventually I plug it in and go, it sees it. I mean, I would be happy if it saw it as an external drive, it actually saw it as a FLIR unit. But that's a hassle. You want to be able to plug things in, or if I'm on the out in the field, be able to plug it into your laptop and use it, not going like, well, yours isn't configured quite right. Where these things talk to anything. They're happy so far. We've had no issues whatsoever. A little setup, it's not bad. A little bit of a setup when you first set them up there. This is something we've been using in the past. These little night vision guys. There's another little inexpensive one. These work great. These record, they do a decent job. You can get much fancier ones. You can get them out to headsets. These are great, but you can only see line of sight. That's the downfall. So into the trees, especially if you're illuminating, you're putting out some night vision light, some IR light out there, you're very limited to the distance you can see. With these, I mean, of course, you're limited, but you can see behind the trees because it's picking up heat behind. You won't see a full torso or whatever you're looking at, or even a torso of a deer, but you'll see, in my case, I like to use white hot. And by the way, both of these do multiple color schemes. So basically, I prefer the white hot. So I can see heat back there. And at that point, you can be adjusting yourself, getting in. They both do stills and video. We've had one issue with this one that George had where they both have boot up time. We're going to do a full video on both, comparing them both. We'll get around to that. So I'm not going to go into the specs. But it had a little bit of a boot up time where he literally was called over. They heard something. He picks up the scope. It's working. He just turned it on. He can see the thing he was looking at, which was basically a Bigfootish looking creature. Went to take pictures, and he's getting errors. It wasn't booted enough to let him take pictures. It moved off, and now with all the vegetation, he missed his shot, unfortunately. But I tell you, this is the way to look at them. I'm not going to be a huge salesperson, do a little more research on them, but so far, the little bit of time we've used them, they're great. And how much better it'd be to walk around and actually see in real time here, or put this on a separate tripod and then having your iPad or your phone, whatever you want to use, separate. You can be holding it or on something, and then you can literally be comfortable sitting around your tent just chatting and seeing what's going on out there. So a lot of different options there. Getting more into the GoPros again, just because I need to have more options with them. You're getting some pretty good deals on some of the slightly older ones, which work well. This is the Hero 7. I've had good luck with those. We're just stepping it up now. I got to get out there. I've been kind of trapped. I haven't done any videos at all for, you guys can see better than me. I guess it's got to be well over a week. This is the best I felt, the most human I felt in a while now. So going to do a quick little thing, update on MetaZoo. There's a lot going on there. They just had this whole thing where they were selling pins, collectible pins, and I'm more into the collecting end. I haven't learned to play the game yet, but those look pretty cool. They sold them on Marketplace and Pins, whatever. I don't remember the exact site name. So I got them both to play it safe. So I ended up buying both places. I'm glad I did, because the MetaZoo Marketplace, they would seem to sell out of something, then it would reappear. That could have been the way I was doing it. But I couldn't even tell you what I bought. I know I bought a lot of Bigfoots because I run a cryptozoology museum. I think I got at least one of each and a few. I think I got at least 4 Bigfoots. I think I got like 2 or 3 Mothmans and whatever. But anyway, I'm going to get them in. They come with a card, to a promo card, which has a different artwork than you'd be used to, which is cool. Anything different. Something else they're talking about, the coins. Apparently you're going to be able to take these to the conventions and trade these in for a autographed card. I guess Mike's autographing, and there might be the artist too. I'm not 100% clear on that, but something to look at. Now, some people are saying I'd rather keep the coin, but that's up to you. I would definitely be willing to trade a coin or two just to get some more stuff in. Tops is coming out. Should be the end of the month. I'm hearing the 30th, and there's always kind of these dates and stuff that kind of like, you never know if it's 100% or if it's near that, and how things sell out quick. And everyone's complaining about these bots, which for the life of me, I don't understand how they work, but we should all get one apparently if that's what's going on, because I know last time I tried to buy stuff on Channel Fireball, I got in there, and part of it's my fault. I got in quick. I should have probably multiple windows open. I didn't. Got in there, and all of a sudden this little window pops up, says, "Tell me where the street lights are." What? So I'm going there, and I'm trying to figure out, that kind of looks, I'm wasting more time trying to do this thing, showing I'm not a bot, and wasting time. So I only put a few things in my package there, my purchase box. And so as I get in there, finally it's through. Now I'm on a list. You see this thing just ticking away. And as I'm sitting there, I was waiting for me to get in so I can check out, items are disappearing. So I ended up getting a blister pack. That was it. So I went back around and went back in again, had to answer the same stupid questions again. And I was able to pick up items again. But once again, they kept on disappearing by the time I got. So it was kind of my fault. I'm not comfortable or that used to buying these things. So I can't blame anything in the system or any kind of conspiracy theory here. It's just a matter of, I have bought from them before, but it was the original first edition, and it was pre-ordered, and it wasn't that quick of a deal. I was able to pretty much get what I wanted. So I'll just get it that way. I'm not worried about it. There should be enough stuff out there, I believe. What else am I talking about? just talking about the pre-orders here, I was going to mention. The prices are all over the place as far as pre-orders, so be careful. I would deal with someone you know out there. I'd rather get less right now than get ripped off. But it looks like from what I'm seeing, for most of the reputable places, the pre-orders are pretty much where they should be. Right now I'm worried more about just getting booster boxes. I'd love to get the spell books and everything else now, the theme decks and a whole bit. I'll do my best, but right now I'm more concerned with getting at least 4 to 6 booster boxes. I should have found a way to buy a case. So I want to get them in. I want to have 1 or 2 to keep. I want some to obviously open on video, and I need some for the museum so when people come in here, I can show them stuff. And I've been giving cards away. I've been giving away comics, little by little. We're going to get some organized thing in here. We're going to do some events where we're in the middle of nowhere. But for people in similar areas like us who just can't get this stuff, and we try to steer people away from the secondary market where you can get ripped off. But if we can have more product out there, that's great. And then we want, of course, start doing the events, especially we get the new museum there. If we can start having tournaments, things like that. All right, I don't want to talk anymore about MetaZoo right now. Just want to bring people up to date. But lightly touch on that we're kind of back. I'm going to try to get out tomorrow, see how things go. Same situation, trying to run a museum. I've got my assistant's kind of having little issues with their car, so I'm going to give her a call today, see if we can work that out, find out if she's going to be around for the weekend. Today, we're basically closed. I mean, I was here, someone came by, but that's how slow it's been. It's been hit and miss. Some days we do 50, 60 people or more. Weekends are always busy. But then some days during the week, like Wednesdays are busy for some reason. And today, I think I saw 1 car drive by the time I went out there, they were gone. So it's almost like I didn't need to be here, except for the fact that I'm still under the weather. These are units to look at. Once again, let me put my glasses on. Check these out. I'm going to do a full review. We're going to go out in the woods. We're going to use multiple units. George has one to step up, or actually 2 steps up. So basically, the AGM Global Vision ASP Micro, the TM160. Like I said, this is a basic unit. It blows this away, though. I mean, it's sharper, brighter. I mean, I hate to pick on these. This has been good. The FLIR has been good to me. But I mean, if I was between the two, I mean, you can buy 2 of these for what I paid for that. And that's the way to go, to have more out there. And just the fact it has the tripod mount and the fact that will literally Wi-Fi talk to your either your phone or your tablet, that's huge. That's a game changer out there. Being able to download stuff right away. And I'm sure we'll have ways to actually, if we're lucky enough to be in a spot where we actually have Wi-Fi, we might be able to go live with this stuff, actually put stuff right out, which would be a big deal. Well, that's about it. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. I appreciate you guys supporting the museum and town of Littleton, everything going on, of course, MetaZoo. Things are moving forward across here. I'm getting healthier. We're coming out of the busy season as far as tourism here. We're still going to be busy. We got stuff coming up as far as the PBS piece, a lot of other stuff. We have a couple other things in the works I'm not allowed to talk about, but we'll see how things go. So things will be picking up here. Then we'll start doing some of the events if COVID finally makes the turn and out of here. Beyond that, thanks for watching, guys. If you got any ideas, you got any questions, please post them below. I promise you to get another video or 2 out this week, or at least I'm coming into the weekend. Today is Thursday. All my days are bleeding together. And I'm going to try to get down to the park either tomorrow or the next day, even just for a short walk. I still got to be careful out there. I'm on all kinds of antibiotics and stuff still. I don't need to get another tick bite. But beyond that, folks, thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you soon. Let me see if I can shut you off by pushing this button here. I must have went to sleep on me. Yep, so much for that.